Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, guys? What's going on? Crasta here, and it's time for some World of Grimm streaming. Here we go. Make this game. It was a nice little fade in. You see that? It was like, I'm gonna get it brighter over here. And then, we started. Okay, so last stream we ended on trying to get things that persist or change the stats of characters to cooperate. And we got it working. So if we play our peasant and we end our turn, we end our turn again. We play the shoemaker here. Shoemaker is now a 5 mana, or a 5, which is wrong. Broke. We had it working. I promise we had it work. The only thing I can think of is that it didn't drop the card the first time, which I find weird. Right? Add card to game equals this. C.POI location equals this. Set parent that. Let me set the parent. Oh, set parent is this. POI location is not a... Okay. Okay. Maybe that fixes it. We'll see. Maybe. Shouldn't have said 5. It should have said 4. Look, we had it, but we didn't have it. Give it another go. Now that works. That was 4. We need a different version of this, I think. I think we need one that works better somehow. I'm not really sure how we do that. Also, I think I'm gonna make the text sit further up. I don't really like where the text sits. I don't mind that it sits like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I like this. If we made them go like there. I don't mind that either. Like in the actual frame. Or even just a little bit downward like that. And take that. Negative 121. Negative 122, I mean. Those are fine. Peasant. Shoemaker. Negative 122. Okay. Peasant. Looks better. Honestly, yeah, it looks cleaner. Also, these top numbers could probably get bigger. I went 500. Let me bring it down. That. Even bigger, we can go like 550 there. It'll look fine. 550 by 550 by, or let it aspect ratio by 700 550. We can move the health, attack, and mana onto those. And the number's gonna be bigger, and it'll be easier to see. Right? That. Also, I don't want wrapping on these. I want them to. If they gotta wrap, they gotta wrap. But if they gotta get bigger than the box, they get bigger than the box. Big deal. 52. I don't mind this. That looks better, honestly. So if we copy these, we just paste that instead. We get rid of the other ones and we just paste them. So we would just nix this one, paste it here. Put it where it needs to go. Just reattach the items. A little bit of extra display is not a bad thing. Bigger one. Nix. Paste. Bag. Anna. Deck. And help. Okay. Oh. Why are her numbers off? I thought I pasted it in the right spot, yeah. That's weird. Where did I paste it for the giant? Put it at -0, -50. -50. You can see the stuff behind it. This thing. Cool. Okay. All right. E drive Unity. Further. And then sprites. Template. Okay, that's better. All right. Present. Right. Right. The peasant. Okay, the shoemaker. Yeah. Paste. Right. Anna. Back. Oh. Just dragged it too far. Alright, so now those are done. Now I need to go in and I need to update. I believe this number was -122. Okay. And the template. Right, so in the template, I need to update these two. -122. And then I need to do this. Paste this. Why is that 0.8? There we go. That's 0.8. That's weird. Okay. This. Now the card template here. Health. Sweet. Okay. Cool. Alright. Everything is updated. You update the Frog King? I don't think we did. Only the Frog King got updated. I want -122 for his tip. Excuse me. Alright. We gotta do the inspect card as well. The inspect card is just a template card, so it should be okay. We'll see. We'll see if it needs updated or not. Inspect UI, background on visible card. Yep, okay, that doesn't need to be updated, that's fine. The template, these names, 122, yep, so we're good. And I reset up for the, nice. Okay. That should be easier to see everything. Increasing that by that much. Way easier to see. Honestly. Yeah, I like that. I like that even more. Nice. Weird. Why does it say 7? It can't say 7. There's gotta be 5 cards of this POI. I still haven't fixed that bug, have I? When it bugs out. I don't understand. Player cards add C. And then it bugs out on C. It needs to not. Right? What it needs to do. Okay. I have an idea. Right? Idea is this. After this, we are going to do a verify cards exist at POI. Right? Which is just a little private thing that does this. And we're going to run through it backward through the player cards. Count. If. Okay, so if player cards I equals null, player cards dot remove at I. Okay. Do an opponent card spot too. Yeah. Do the same thing here for opponent cards. Okay. Cool. That should update that. Good. Right. I'm gonna put this here. Maker there. Turn. Frog came there. And can't play the giant there. Play giant now. Boom. 26. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. Now seemed right to me. Okay. So that's, I think we fixed that bug by verifying everything. Alright. Now we need to set up one second, guys. Organizing my life a little bit. Okay. We need to set up and we need to set up enough cards for a deck. So let's add cards like Corpse Bride. Do some new card creation. Do that. So Corpse Bride. I don't know what her ability is gonna be. All right. So I think we're gonna do Corpse Bride is gonna be Last Wish. This guy. Last Wish. Okay. The Return. Return a card to your hand. Or yeah, to your hand. A card. Okay, so return a card you discarded to your hand. There we go. It costs 1. That's disgusting. Okay. Mana cost for Corpse Bride 3. He's got 1 health and 2 attack power. With strong Last Wish. I dig it. Safeguard. Corpse Bride has a Sprite. Need an image for her. Yes. Google. There we go. Like that. Cool. This is too cartoony now, but it's fine for now. Now the effects, now the characters don't line up, the style doesn't line up at all. Which happens, so it's okay. Card manager. What? Now I should be able to draw Corpse Bride as well. Oh, she didn't cooperate though. That's because Bride Edge. Sprite. That should work. Not the right size though still. Needs to save the scale. 0.8. Card image of SO has not been assigned. Okay. Having more issues than I thought we were gonna have. There we go. And a card you discarded to your hand that costs 1. Sick. Now we need a card that can, now we need a way to discard cards. Let's do Bride is done. We need Huntsman, Cinderella. Need a Trello board for this. Log in. Workman. Going. One time. Probably control the board. Wouldn't hurt. Okay. Okay. Is there a way to set up dark mode in this? Profile visibility? No. Settings? Colorblind friendly mode. There's no dark mode? Weird. Okay, it's so bright. Alright. Boards. We can get this guy and modify him. This is World of Grimm now. Okay. To do. Alright. Cards. Cards to do. Corpse Bride. Okay. Let's do some more. Make another card. But first, card editor window. Create card. See deck component rec transform local scale equal. Right. Save. I'm gonna save this card. If yes, save. Card data. Save that as an asset. That's let's get a create a prefab for this card. New card. New card. Okay, transform. It was already transformed. Okay. Local scale. That might be okay then. Try that. How'd you like that? I thought it was game object already. Oh, okay. Transform. Double scale. Okay. Let's give that Let's do the Huntsman. The Huntsman is invoke ability. It's so if a card is played by your opponent at this POI this turn, destroy it and gain its attack. So it'll be a 4 cost with 3 health, and the attack power will be 3. Because it could get a big benefit, right? Really good. Alright, so now need a Huntsman. Well, that's right. Didn't they make a movie about this called The Huntsman? Snow White and the Huntsman. That's what it was. Be even funnier to include Chris Hemsworth as the card for that. I'm going to use this image. Hope you get done with the raid. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Good to see you. Ohio. If you're not already following him, give him some love. Awesome dev. Super cool dude. Knows his stuff, man. Now, how close am I to getting this to work perfectly? Is it in the special object? Okay, so it is in the special object. So then I just need to get Sprite to attach itself here. So the stats are all right. It lines itself up. Scaling is right. A mighty mega raid. Yes, yes. The mightiest of mega raids. That Huntsman into our deck. Well. Let's see how he runs. Didn't draw him. Card is played by your opponent at this POI at this turn. Draw, destroy it, and gains attack. This kind of fits the art for the giant and the peasant. It's funny. Okay. Literally can have a gun up here. Just shoots the guy. Artist play by opponent's POI. One play and channel. Like those are the three names. Those are good. Also an issue with the amount of cards in your hand. I have a feeling it has to do with the size of the cards or how overlapped they are. And I didn't plan for that, did I? What's the size in your hand? Total size is 8. Okay. Your hand. We could do 150. Not terrible. Let's try 150. What's up, dude? How you doing? Good to see you. I think what we might do is reduce the size of the card in your hand even more. What if we reduce it to like 0.6? We get too tiny at that point? No, we're really not, though. I think that's okay. The numbers are pretty legible. And if you can't play it, we'll just turn the number red. Or we'll just... No, we should try to darken the card, to be fair. Okay. Let's see. So now we can probably turn this and turn. Right, we have 7 cards now. Probably reduce the space. Probably increase the spacing again, no problem. The biggest issue is the player's hand size can be bigger. Eight cards. The only issue with 8 cards right now is the alignment is not middle center when it says it is. Right? That is the best we can do is 133. Negative 130. What is that with covering? That's fine. Negative 130 seems fine. Negative 130. Okay. Add a little bit of padding on the right side, maybe like 5 or something like that. Something like that. That's right, because this width is not the right size. 1050 for the width, right? 1050 for the width allows us to do negative 130 for the spacing. Maybe. Negative 20. Negative 20 on the left. The -20, -130, and 1050. 1050, 0. Come back here. -30. -50. What number did I say that was? -20? Goodness. What's up, Dead Donut? How you doing? How you doing? No. I actually did that. Let's go. Right. King, Huntsman. Only multiplayer? Yes, sir. There. Need enough cards for a deck. We don't have enough cards for a deck yet. Making multiplayer code? Yeah. The great thing about card games like this is that they are end turn. There's nothing that's happening at the same time as the other player. It's just what cards are being spawned on the other side. Right? It just has to send that information and then execute the turn for you. So that's kind of cool. Makes things a little bit easier, for sure. So this is going to be player deck manager. And then we have another one for opponent deck manager. Playing the Huntsman. Artifacts. This is other actual 2D. This is AI draw cards. AI place cards. End turn. Turns cards over. No, World of Grimm is the next Static City release. It's gonna be a free-to-play card game based on the Brothers Grimm fairy tales. And the Brothers Grimm is all public domain, so we're able to make a game like this without having to ask anybody. Just need to make. We just need the art to be of our own liking, basically, right? Like for characters like Rapunzel and Cinderella, stuff like that. Rapunzel and Cinderella all both require original art and not Disney version of art. Let's see here. Yeah, I drop orders. I place cards. In turns cards over. Yeah. Cool. So, next thing, make another card. Make us another card. The Huntsman. Let's do Cinderella. Cinderella's our first. I think she's gonna be a high cost. Did I make her a 6 cost card? I don't know. What I want Cinderella's thing is, I'm pretty sure that the stepmother is. Pretty sure the stepmother is a Brothers Grimm character. Card editor makes scriptable objects? Yes, card editor makes actual cards. Right? It makes a scriptable object. But it also makes this. And it sets it all up, attaches the scriptable object to it. Right? Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Thanks, man. No. I used ChatGPT to help write it. Alright, so let me get the Brothers Grimm book real fast. Be right back. Give me a second. Oh, ChatGPT was great for it. It was write me. I think the original prompt was write me a editor for cards based on these values, right? A name, description, mana cost, attack, health. In Unity C# code to make an editor window, and it makes code blocks. Here, I'll show you. Where is it? So I had literally had it do. Hold on, I'm gonna refresh the page. So it was, I need a Unity Ender window that creates me lets me create a card for a collectible card game based on the following criteria: name, type, description, mana cost, health, right? Attributes, right? And it's like, it said there's ways to do this. I said I also need a spot for the image art. I said please write the Unity C# script for this system, and it's like sure. Here's an example of clickable object it can hold. And I went, show me the rest of it. I said here's the rest. And I said, inside there's an error saying this. He went, I apologize, my bad. Here, do this instead. You can change the attributes to an enum. There you go. Like, just keeps changing. You literally can have a conversation with it, so it keeps updating stuff for you. It's the coolest thing. And then a card preview window and stuff like that. Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. It always says like, please keep in mind that this is a bot, so things are not have to be right. You might need to check the stuff, right? Like, okay, I can do that. That's fine. Like I even had it write the announcement tweet for this game, which I didn't use yet, but it's great. So it's next level stuff. It's not taking away from anything, it's assisting you the same way that an intern would, right? Probably a more intelligent intern, but an intern nonetheless. Alright, so what does Cinderella do? Oh, we're looking at Cinderella's fairy tale. Hold on. We got the Grimm fairy tale book. Cinderella. 71. Disney made an entire movie about her based on a 6-page story. Isn't that crazy? Okay, let's see. I'm gonna read you this story, guys. So, does it ever call her the stepmother? May have taken another wife, so it is the stepmother. Okay. So we could do an effect for Cinderella. We could do an effect where it's like an effect that's not a good effect, but you can effective. Okay, it's not a good effect, but it can be an effect that spawns a stepmother, and the stepmother is it'll play the stepmother on the other side of the field, right? For whatever location you pick. And then the stepmother has stats as well. So you would want to figure out a way to stop her effect from happening, right? Maybe we do an invoke and we do play. Game was E for everyone. EA Sports. It's in the game. Well, I mean, it depends on if it gets. Is the stepmother? Is having a stepmother not E for everyone? play. Play the stepmother. Let's see. Summon the stepmother on your opponent's side of this POI. The opponent's side of where this card is played. Okay. She is. So that's where we would create our first summon card. Right, where it wouldn't be available in the deck, but it would just be created. So mana cost. Cinderella is a 6, 5, and she would have a higher stat, a 9. Right? Base it off of this card. And then we need an image for her. So we need Cinderella Fantasy. Use AI. You also could use AR for the card images. I've thought about it. I've heard Midjourney is really strong, and I've heard of like other styles as well. Ooh, I kind of like this one. Kind of like this one. I like that one a lot. Like, she just needs to not look like Cinderella. She just looks slightly different, right? Honestly, I don't mind this one. Doesn't look like Cinderella at all. Don't mind that at all. Right now, we're just using placeholder images. We weren't sure where we want to go with images, what direction or anything like that. Why is it making me? Let me save the actual image. Being weird. We save the JPEG. Hey. Cinderella, and then we also need the Cinderella stepmother. That's the Disney version of her. Lady Tremaine, that's her name. Summon Lady Tremaine. Is that her name when it's not Disney? I think she doesn't actually get a name. I believe she's just the stepmother. There's no random fantasy image. Grimm. I kind of want to use this face. I kind of want this. We're using that one. That's great. This stepmother. It's so funny. That's so funny. Okay. So I mean, when the iPad is trash? Oh no. So we have Cinderella. It didn't save her image. So let's wait. So let's delete that preview card. Her image is here. Okay, create her card. Right. Take the mask of this image. Why is she not moving around? Oh, because this is this preview card. Okay. Pretty cool, right? And then we save the card. And then we draw. And then we do another card that is the stepmother. Why is this being slow all of a sudden? What's happening? Odd. Let's make sure Cinderella's got her image set up. She does. Prefabs. Ella. Doing that weird thing again with the images. I don't know why it does that. Never sets it up correctly for some reason. Cinderella. Which gets added to cards. And she gets added to all cards for my deck as well. Player deck manager. This card. Oh, you can do it. Come on, Chris. Okay. Honestly, it should be. She shouldn't be a 6-cost card. To be completely fair, I think she should actually be like a. Why did it spawn so many cards there? Why are there so many, and why is Cinderella different size again? Oh, because she should be 0.6 now. Right. Back to the editor. 0.6. Cool. So, Chris? I think Cinderella should actually be a 4 mana with 6 power. She has 5 health. Yo, it's going. Alright, let's build us another card for the stepmother. So the stepmother should be a little bit stronger than Cinderella. I think she should also be a 4-cost card. Right? Why can't I... Why is she not clearing this? It's being weird. Okay. Better. Right? That's not there. Alright, no description. Do you have a flowchart for card balancing, or do you still have the top of your head via trial and error? Awkward narrator, we're just gonna drop a bunch of cards in right now, and then we'll be like, oh yeah, no, she's too strong. Oh, we should have done that. Right? 4 mana, stepmother is healthier, so 7 health. And she's gonna have to be a 6-cost card as well. Needs an ugly image. Oh, we have the ugly image. I'm so excited to use this. So great. Oh, it's so good. I love it so much. Okay. Alright. We should auto size. with the game dev badge. So what you have to do is you have to create an account on dev.twitch.tv and attach your game dev company that you've made games with to your Twitch channel. Then you get the fun game dev badge. I actually don't have to create an account for Twitch.tv. I think it's already created, but you know what I mean. You're not making games as a profession, but as a hobby? Do you have a dev.twitch.tv account? No game dev, and or have a company. I guess I'll get there eventually. Yeah, one day, for sure. For sure. Okay. So, I just say that image is by far one of my favorite images that I've found so far. Like, it's so funny. I love it. I love it so much. It might be my background on my phone soon. Like, it's so good. The art style is most familiar. I don't know. We're doing all placeholder images for now. Using Google Images to find things so it doesn't look like trash. Oh, that's funny as shit. Why are we double spawning right now? Is it because we have two deck managers? Better not be good. Better not be good. Deck managers. Deck managers start. Okay, okay. I got it. Ooh. Is player deck. It's true. Okay. Draw a card. Draw a card. Cards in hand. Dot add. Add card to hand if player is player deck. Add card to hand. Okay. Doesn't need to be on. And then we can do here the opponent deck, player deck. And now I won't do that. Amazing. We have Cinderella, but I don't see Cinderella. Or is she not in the hand yet? Peasant, Frog King, and there she is. Cinderella. So the stepmother on your opponent's side of where this card is played. Okay. So that's the first card that is a non-collectible. Now we need a spot and stop it. Okay, so we're gonna call these token cards. This is the tournament Magic uses for it, so it's gonna work for us too. Okay. In the data, right? In the data, space, and we'll do public pool is collectible. 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 I think it's A. I think it's an A. I don't actually know that answer, but I think it's an A. Okay. Now we can do things. Find card is fine. Deck manager. Decks cannot have non-collectible cards. Right, so now I can just go here, stepmother, and go to all of these internal collectible. We need to do it in the editor too. Editor toggle. One of these. Card collectible. Card is collectible. Okay. Is collectible. Okay. Then we go here. we do card data SO is collectible equals card is collectible. There we go. Cool. So if a card is not collectible, then it won't be visible. Works for me. Okay. So now if I play, all right, so let's get the Cinderella's card working. I think Cinderella's card is an interesting card. So I think we made her not a 6 cost anymore, right? Or is it a 4 cost card? Okay. So it's an invoke, or it's a not invoke, whatever the heck we call it now. It's not invoke. On play. It's an on play effect. Right. So in case. Oh, there's more cards now. Forgot about that. Corpse Bride, the Huntsman, Cinderella. We have the stepmother. Stepmother. Okay. All right. Forgot to have to go through attach these, so we don't have a way to make them thing. Right, so SOs. Cinderella, Corpse Bride, Frog King is good, Beggar Woman, Giant, Frog King, Present, Shoemaker. Go. Alright. So now that we have that set up, right? The card names dot Cinderella. Okay. Alright, so we need the opponents. So the POI. Alright. If 2 wisdom teeth removed yesterday only, so you're on a liquid only diet for the next 3 days. You missed me so much, it's only been 28 hours. Oh no, man. I have a chipped tooth in the back of my mouth. That comes out next month. I'm not looking forward to that one. That's for sure. Ugh. It didn't even chip, it like sliced itself in half. It doesn't hurt though. It's just weird that it doesn't hurt. Alright, so Cinderella. So Shoemaker's code needs to change a little bit. Because if it's the opponent's card, it all depends on what the card is. If owner deck equals opponent dot player is player deck. So we do this. Right? There we go. Done. Undo. Whoops. It only hurt if the nerves were exposed to some amount of air, if the tooth is only superficially cracked. No, I think the tooth is dead. Like, a chunk of it came out. I can, like, feel the middle of it. It's real weird. Yeah. It doesn't hurt at all. I'm pretty sure the tooth is dead. He killed it, Jim. Okay. So the Cinderella is a good card that you played where there's 4 cards already at the opponent's location. You don't lose, there's no things that happen, right? So you need the owner deck, his player deck, right? And it becomes POI location dot opponent cards dot add dot add card to player. We need to add card to opponent too, don't we? Excuse me. Okay. Add card to player, add card to opponent. Yeah. From hand, true. Okay. Opponent card. Add. Okay. Opponent card holder. Okay. See, on play card. Opponent card holder. The power display. If from hand, see on a minus turn. Okay. Right. So then. Okay. So POI. So, alright. If it's from the player deck, and if POI location dot opponent cards holder dot opponent cards dot count is less than 4, do something. Right? This becomes add card to opponent, and it's going to be card C. We need to add based on the it'd be card manager find card. Find card based on C. Card SO. We need a different version of that, don't we? Another version of that. That is a public game object. Find card based on the card names. You can do it across. Card. Okay. Do the same thing here. And it's going to be card names. Card. Data. C name placer. Programming a whole card game on your own seems tedious. So many card effects, card interactions need to be considered, even just 16 cards. Makes for a ridiculous number of possible combinations or card effects depending on user input. I think it's really cool, honestly. We'll see. O equals card. Okay. Return all cards I. Return all. So now we can set a reference to find it based on the card name too. That's cool. So find card. And this is going to be card names dot stepmother. From hand, false. Oh, this needs to be a card. Okay. That should work, right? And we can else here. Oops. Go like this. So we can just go else and duplicate down. This is player cards. Add card to player. Stepmother, false. Okay. Pretty straightforward, right? Now let me see if I play Cinderella, does it get set? Does it work at all? Right? I actually don't know this answer. Turn 4, Cinderella did not work. Did not set her. It did not send her over there. Did it? Oh, maybe it did. Maybe it did. On its deck. Card managers. Game turn manager. Cinderella played. Player's hand. POI location. Middle POI. Player cards, opponent card 0. Okay, so it did not work. It did not work. That means that she does not exist in all cards. Well, that coming. That. Okay. I bet you it works now. Turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, play Cinderella. She didn't work. Why didn't she work? Why didn't she work? That's the real question of the day, right? The owner is player deck. We're in channel effects. Shoot. Yeah, I knew that. Invoke effects. Okay. Woo! Makes sense, doesn't it? Alright. It was definitely an issue. Which number is health, which number is attack? Currently, left is health, and right is attack. Middle is mana. I don't know how I feel about that setup. I feel like maybe we shouldn't even have health. But then again, we could have a thing where when the health goes to 0, so does the attack. Right? Because the goal is to just have a higher score than the other. So if you win 2 out of 3 locations, you win. What's up, Nala? How you doing? 4:41 Nala time? Ah, a West Coastie. Very cool. So the Frog King has an ability that we haven't done yet, because we need a princess's played at this location next turn transform. Where's the Crass Clock? Oh, it's over there. Whoops. Right there. But it's not working right. It broke for some reason, so we don't use it. We're East Coast. So, 7:41. What's up, Leo? What's up, kitty cat? Did it break? I don't know. I don't know. Change positions of health and attack might make the card reading more intuitive. Most card game-based games have attack on the left. It's a good idea. Definitely a good idea. I mean, I mean, we could put mana on this side, and then we could stack health and attack here. We keep everything in the corners too. We have an error. That mother inactive. What? Huh? Add card to opponent. Add card to opponent. Opponent cards not add. Set transform apparent card holder. Oh. When I place a card, attack on the left. That's a good idea, for sure. Let me add that as a feedback thing. I'll do ideas and feedback. We're not in the middle of changing that. We're not working on changing that right now, but it's a good idea. Attack, rearrange, stats on cards. We'll do like most games have attack on left, or have an icon that symbolizes attack. Right? Current idea of all stats on top in a row is good, making it easy to judge card strength at a glance. Having the man in the middle makes it easier to quickly find specific cost cards. Definitely. Definitely agree there, for sure. Why is this not playing? So it's not playing because it's trying to get a prefab It's not making a new version of a prefab, right? So is what I need to do here instead. I need to make. Do I just need to spawn a prefab of it? Yeah, stop. I just need to go instantiate. Find card. Like a component card. That might fix it. Remove those issues. The stepmother's inactive? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so it tried the spawner and couldn't. So that means that we're trying to do something wrong, which means that we should be trying to do something right instead. So if we use Cinderella here, you still didn't spawn. Oh, she spawned! Ah! That is full out terrifying. It's perfect. She is borderline terrifying, man. Summon the stepmother. It didn't update the stats for her. Kill it with fire, right? So she's one. Is she stronger? No, she's a 4/6 that has more health. So she nullifies her ability unless there's 4 cards here, and then you get to play Cinderella for free. There could be cards that we have, maybe something like the musician, who puts the character in a trance and it makes the next on play not work. I think that's cool. Right? Nullify the next on play. Golden Goose. There's some cool ideas in here for sure. Rumpelstiltskin, I think, is a neat idea. Rumpelstiltskin should be a win more card, right? Like if you're winning this location, draw a card, or like if you have no cards in your hand, draw a card. Music note effect for it. Oh yeah, I would love to have like particle effects and like special effects for every card kind of thing. Would be really neat. Hard? Yeah. Neat? Definitely. Basically requires a particle effect artist. Yeah, it does. At that point. For sure. Okay, so. Let me mark Cinderella on this. Making the effects and visual effects makes the games more engaging and really tickles the monkey brain. Like, ooh, shiny. Well, yeah, it creates that dopamine, right? It's all about creating the dopamine feel. The dopamine rush for when you play another card. Gotta play this card. Right? And then the serotonin from winning games. It's the two of them together what makes mobile games successful. I'm trying to figure out what our next 6-cost card would be. We don't have that. Also, Stepmother does play, but does not update her... Add card to opponent does not update her power displays. And that's because of what? Opponent power.text. Total power opponent.toString. A power display. Some lines that make the effects too much. Some card games go over the top, create giant fanfares. Every time you place a card, it gets really annoying really quickly. Yeah, oh, definitely. Like I would say like cards that are bigger definitely can be a nice big deal, right? Okay, let's play Cinderella again. We should be getting stat lines for this kind of stuff, right? Like we should be able to play Peasant and Beggar Woman over here, which draws a card. End turn, right? And we should be able to play Cinderella on this side, and it should spawn. It spawned the stepmother, but it did not change their stat. Like, why did it not update her stat line? Right? So, like, she's in the opponent card list. Right? And she's got 6 power. So why did it not update her stuff? Oh, it didn't set her owner deck. Oh, because there is no owner deck. Oh, there should have been, though. But I think Cinderella has an owner deck. Doesn't she? Is it owner deck set? He does have an owner deck set. Cards and episodes in the summon. So when a card gets played, right? So when a card gets played, it should update the power display for that location. The entire location gets their power. Right? See, look, opponent cards. P plus equals opponent cards attack power. Return P. So it should do it. Does it count as a card being played then? I think so. I think so because she's in the opponent's cards. Well, she's not technically played. She's technically added, right? We're technically adding her, which is not a play effect. So then, effectively, anything that does a play, we could be really specific with this, and I think we should be. But she's added, but it still executes the information, right? Because it still adds it to her cards. It still verifies that she exists. It still sets it to the POI location, and it still plays the card. Does it still play? What does play the card do again? Adds the cards to the game. Oh, activate invoke. Oh. So maybe it shouldn't be. But it does set parent. We need to set the parent. We need a different version of this for on play card and on add card, huh? Maybe. No, wait. So update power display. It's this thing right here, right? Let me do this. We're gonna load in, and we're just gonna set the power display. This is the opponent's power display, so I don't. This can run the entire time. All right. Output of class library cannot be started correctly. What? I'm not AI. Alert! I'm not AI. Okay, you're not AI. I got you. Jeez. I got you. It's fine. You're good. Chill, brother. It's all good, man. You're good. You're good. Freak out a little harder next time. Okay, so let's debug here. So power display. You love the code? Sick, man. So let's debug log here, and we'll do player power. And we'll do total player power. And then we'll do opponent power. Total opponent power. And I need help? No, I don't need help. I appreciate it though. Let's see here. So, basically saying here, how'd you learn code? YouTube. I went, I'm gonna learn how to make games. And I Googled making games in Unity. And I started making games in Unity, and I followed all the tutorials online. It took me about 8 months, 9 months of working every day, 2 to 3 hours. And then I started working on my own first game. And now we have 3 games on Steam. See, look, it's weird. It's not adding the power, is it? This ran 5 times. Which is fine. Unity is free, 100%. It's free until you make $100,000 a year. And if you make $100,000 in game sales, then you owe them like $40 a month as a royalty. If you make $250,000 a year, then you owe like $120 a month, which is not a big deal still. Again, it's like a thank you for using their systems, right? Sounds good. So I don't understand why the power is 0 here. It can't be. Unless update power display needs to exist only when you hit end turn. Maybe we should switch the game to working on end turn only, which makes sense. And not updating these values all the time. Right? I find this odd though, that's for sure. Like, why is that on play card, opponent card's holder? Opponent cards I'd add C. Play card to the POI holder spot. Power display. This should run no problem. Definitely odd. That's for sure. Okay. This is a weird bug. Why does adding a card on that side not do it? Is it literally just because it's missing owner deck? Like, can I do C dot owner deck equals deck man? This would be the owner deck. Okay, so we gotta find the owner deck. Code is an Eldritch Tongue so that does whatever it wants. It never makes any sense. Dude, you aren't kidding there. Coded in Python because you wanted to do like your Dream 2D game. You just don't know how to add sprites and this stuff in other software. I don't know how to add sprites in Python either. I almost failed Java. I took a Java class as an extra math class in college. They needed one more math class. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll take Java. I went to school for film, right? Film, you need to learn how to count to 20, 30 for FPS, basically, right? 24. And I literally failed Java. I almost failed Java. Like, I got like a 60%, or 62%, whatever. Something like real low. Just enough to pass Java. But I got 100%, and then they gave me a final exam that said, code a fully working blackjack game with AI in 90 minutes. And I went, nope. And it turned into a blank project. And walked out in like 2 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, a game of blackjack. You play against AI. Like, it could have just been text, and I'm good. Hard pass. And now writing AI anytime is worrying to me. Literally hard? Yeah. No, it wasn't easy. I was like, because apparently they gave us enough information to be able to do that after a semester of listening to broken English. Yeah. Yeah, it's got a 0 on the final, and I still passed the class. It was great. You have broken English? Hey, it is what it is. Just don't. If you have broken English, just don't teach computer science. You'll be fine. You know, or teach it, and then people can turn in your projects for completely blank. Let's see here. Why? Also, why can't I debug this anymore? Why can't I debug with breakpoints anymore? Why is that not working? Can we work, please? Like, I was just able to debug earlier, and then I couldn't debug anymore. See, it says start now instead of attached to Unity. What's it doing? So weird. So weird. You have solution? So a Soltuian? Give up? Give up on what? You're asking me? You're telling me to give up? I don't even know you. Okay. Nah. You know what? You know what? taking advice from somebody I've never met before might be the best idea I've ever had in my life. Okay, so let's see here. Why does that's there? That's all working. That all works. And for some reason, it doesn't. Let's see here. So if I were to add, I don't have issues at all when I add a card here. I can't add its turn 2. I can add the peasant and turn. Add the Frog King. Corpse Bride. Is the Corpse Bride considered a princess? That's a good question there. Then we can add Cinderella here. Which drops a stepmother there. There's something wrong with this text. That's funny. Man, I don't. Oh no, not sunlight. Get it away. Get it away. I have a giant window right there. The sun is coming in. It's a ghost. Why? If I were to end my turn, so wait a second, if I go like this, why didn't she get added? Why didn't she get added? We're gonna use her again. There we go. When it's 0, I'll play the Huntsman over here. Okay, now it updated it. So it just didn't update. So it needs to update all locations' powers when you hit end turn. That's what it needs to do, right? Was not generated for Visual Studio Tools for Unity? Yes, it was. Editor. Oh, wait, no, it's not this one. It's in the preferences. Not by those. External tools. Yes, it was. If AI gets even better at coding, people won't need a code. They just ask AI for the whole code. I mean, that's also a cool idea too. I find it. I mean, I use ChatGPT as a intern of sorts to try to figure out certain things that I can't figure out. Dude, I wasn't gonna be able to write in a card editor. No thanks. No thanks. I'll totally admit to that. Also, it shouldn't be a bad thing. Honestly, it's called using your resources. All right, so it's not like it's stealing someone else's code from somewhere. All right, so let's see. It's not like it's mid-journey. Too soon? Too soon for the mid-journey? That lawsuit's still going on, right? It's not over. Okay. We got to run through all point of interests and update power on end turn. So let's do that. So we know that the power does work, which is cool. Then when on end turn happens, which would be in the game turn manager, initialize new turn. That's not what I want there. I want and alright, so we'll do an init end turn. As You need to for changing your IP address to your computer if you get a virus or something. That's cool. Awesome, man. It's a very useful system. Also kind of cool when you can have it make stories. And it's completely random. I had it make a story one time about Thomas Jefferson, but he was actually a zombie. As opposed to, like, he actually was a zombie and wasn't telling anybody. And it made like a full 10-minute story about a fake alternate reality of Thomas Jefferson. It was very interesting. I've also had it create bedtime stories for my kids. That's cool too. Yeah, you don't need to put code in the... Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You can drop code in your own channel all you want, man. You don't need to drop code here. You can do a paste pen of code. That's cool. But you don't need to drop code in here. Be respectful. Okay, initialize and turn. That's going to run all locations, which I think all locations exist on here somewhere. Yep. Okay, we're going to run for loop through all POIs. Length. And we'll do all POIs I.update power display. And that way I don't have to do it until there. So now update power display can be taken out of all these spots. Well, update power display obviously there. Not there. Why? No, I don't want to bookmark there. Alright, unbookmark you. Shoot. Okay. So if I remove those, and then on and turn, which is in here, so we initialize and turn, which is when you click the button for now. It's going to be on turn. That would be game turn manager. Okay. Now, let's see. What is next? So that should work. So now I should be able to drop cards like the peasant. Hit end turn and it increases the number. That's awesome. Beggar woman should draw a card. But she should happen. So invokes all should happen in end turn in order of when they were placed, which makes complete sense to me. Right? And then we can play the shoemaker here. It already says what it's gonna be. It's cool. The Cinderella on this side. And turn 6 and 6. Okay, cool. Everything working. Broad King. And Corpse Bride. Then we play the Giant for the win. That's weird. Boom. Okay. That works good. Also, we're going to change the background. I don't like that blue. I don't like that blue at all. Grayish. Okay. That's great. So now we have... Okay. Great program, it's a powerful. Oh! It's a good story. Nice story, man. Did I just cool story bro you in a different way? I think I did. the robotic to the music. All the music on stream is created by the composer for any of Static City games. Static City's games, sorry. Any of our games that we've released on Steam or on itch.io, all the music is created by the composer. And it's the only music you hear on the stream because it is DMCA certified. That it won't be flagged unless, you know, he doesn't like the music anymore, and then we won't put it up. But he's a super cool dude, so yeah. So on end turn, initialize end turn needs to update power display. However, instead of updating power display, it needs to go through and add each card and then update the power display after each card. But what we should do is now the invokes and playing the cards and everything should all happen. Right? So, the easiest way to go about doing this is going to be the end turn. Grab all the cards that have been played this turn, which I think is in the game turn manager anyway. Played this turn, played this game. Do we have anything happening in this one? No references here. Played this game, add C. Played this turn, add C. Right? Okay. End turn. Morning, Abby. How'd you sleep? Cool. If card. Alright, so let's do a for loop here of cards this turn. Okay. If all cards played this turn, dot effect. No. So I guess we can check for activate invokes. Check for channel effects. Check for. Do we have a way to check for invoke effects inside cards? This is an activate invoke. Okay. So we should also check for invoke effects. Right. Check for invoke effects. If effects card effect. Excuse me. Why aren't you cooperating? Dude. It would be the data. Card data dot effects dot contains effect type invoke. Then we will start coroutine, activate invoke. Cool. So now the activate invoke only happens there, not here on play card. There we go. So initialize end turn dot check for invoke effect. Oh, sorry. All cards played this turn. I check for invoke effect. Okay. Then we update all power displays. Then after that, we clear all cards played this turn, which is when we initialize new turn. Right? So then we initialize, and we do all cards played this turn, dot clear. Awesome. Now, playing the peasant, hitting end turn, increases the number. Right? Playing the beggar woman, hitting end turn, draws you an extra card. Cool. Shoemaker. Sick. And Cinderella here spawns the stepmother. And then it doesn't get power display again. Is that because it takes a while? Maybe. Let's see. Channel effects, check for channel effects. Check for invoke effect. Update power display. Okay, so, alright. We do a yield, return, new, wait for seconds. We do quarter second. And then we can run update power displays. So we can do all POIs. All POIs. Dot update power display. Cool. That might work. Is now hitting. The biggest thing we're trying to figure out is why does the stepmother not let you not increase the stuff, right? Oops. Cinderella. Intern. Boom. That's good. Okay. Alright guys, we got a lot done today. This is a good stream.